hop up here and give us a view of what's going on. And are you safe? Hopefully, man, this is Oregon. Yeah, you guys have been a tinderbox in Oregon as well. So we'll see if James pops up here and or if he is around here for a reply. That is a good tip there, David. And one of the like kind of David, you probably take a minute to tell people one of the reasons this platform came about was like just what we're seeing possibly occurring here.
Yes, that's true. We were originally, our very first idea was let's build this platform because imagine you could have an open source CNN where everybody could help news gather with a cool app and a mobile phone. And so we originally envisioned it for news gathering primarily. But what we found was there were so many other people, musicians, subject matter experts, talk show hosts, comedians, other artists of other different type. So many people were using it, and so we just sort of let the audience take us in new directions, and we've had a lot of success with that. So, but I do think in the long run, I do hope that it's fully taken advantage of as a news gathering tool and a news dissemination tool because, I think like a lot of people, I'm not really satisfied with how the news media is functioning these days. And so to democratize it a little bit and help promote citizen journalism and help promote other voices, that are outside of the command system of the big networks, that would be a good thing for our society.
100% agree. And I can hear the executive producer walking, this big studio we have here, right, to the kitchen. And, but that reminds me that well, I'll just go to this. Journalism and this platform, I think, it's just a perfect combo. And I'm not like allowed, according to the executive producer over there in the kitchen, to ask a question of somebody like you, sir, that you kind of have to say yes to on the air. But, I like to do it. But no, David's like, wait, what's he going to ask me? But no, I really would love to see some kind of, because Dominica also has these community connections. But I have been trying, this is actually the question I want to ask you because you have media contacts. And I have been trying to no avail. And we've had Emmy winners, Grammy winners. I'm making my way up with actors and musicians. Where I'm not getting any traction is news people. And I would really like to find a way to bring young journalists in, communities like Chatham in Chicago, or Auburn Gresham in Chicago, or Inglewood or Compton, in LA, or some places back east, that we could give them, maybe the tools, obviously are the platform, but kind of, I don't know, sponsor them or something. But I want to get the hands in these, I want to get the folks in these communities on the platform. And I want to do it in a way that, go ahead.
Yes, very much. I'm with you. That was always our hope. It was always my hope that, if there's sort of a mysterious ongoing story that the media just still doesn't understand, like murders in Chicago, wouldn't it be interesting if the people inside that world took us in there and helped us learn and understand what's happening in their voice and from their point of view? That's what Happs is built for. So I hope I always encourage, people to take full advantage of it and to hope and to get that, to be a part of that information system.
Well, that's fantastic. I think Dominica might be able to make a comment on that too, I'm guessing. But definitely, David, I would love to talk to you because I've even got some ideas of what we can, it wouldn't be hard for the journalists, but it's just like anything else. Having a Grammy winner on here helps people see the show, and that helps us do the other things we want to do. And I think the news folks could be just, the kids would be excited and that kind of stuff. So I want to be great. We'll get to talk offline. Appreciate that. And looks like James Garland is here. Let's see, James, I can bring you in. And oh, nope, that Peter was doing it at the exact same time I was. Go ahead, Peter. There you go, buddy. Thank you. James, so tell us what's going on.
Well, in this area, we've had a lot of fires recently. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the news or not, but I've had friends that have been evacuated from Blythe, which is about 30 miles east of Klamath Falls. But this first time I looked over towards the east, and there's just a big white cloud right now, and I've never seen anything like it in my lifetime.
Oh wow!
So I'm a little concerned that I haven't had a chance to check the regular news, just to see the local stuff. But I got my binoculars out and I was looking at it. I mean, this looks like a big explosion. And it's not.
Do you have a?
It's not. It's all cut all together. I mean, it's just a big cloud going up.
Are you able to be mobile? Like, is that a laptop?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get a good shot. I'll put it on my cell phone and see if I can get a good shot.
Okay. Join us from your cell phone. See if you can get a good shot. That would be good.
The Happs app
I'll hook it up.
mobile.
I'll hook it up and see if I can, go live with that.
Yeah, because you can have them both hooked up at the same time. So
right. Well, just give you a quick idea of my background, not to try to promote, but
no, go ahead.
It's a good time opportunity. But I started a local news organization, newspaper called TNT Two Leg News 11 years ago. And I do local and national news stories. Been doing it for a long time. Used to be a radio. I'm doing a radio show now on Happs. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of views, but I'm not concerned with that because I'm trying to get the local community on board with me. The local theater to get their Happs channel, the museum to get their Happs channel, so we can come together as a group in a local area with Happs channel. So I'm not worried. No offense to the worldwideness of Happs, but I'm trying to bring on more people locally in a community. And so I'm not worried about my numbers right now because of that reason. I'm working harder on getting the local community to get Happs channels.
Well, it's always the quality of your followers versus the quantity, in most cases. Sometimes you might need brute force, but that building that community, that hyper local focus, that's even, I think what we're talking about with the journalists,
I even ran for mayor back last November. I was the underdog, but I got 672 votes. So I'm very well known within the community. I know people from the less fortunate. I don't like to use the word homeless, but because I've been there, I know what it's like. But from less fortunate all the way to people in power. I mean, one of the Circuit County judges, I know her. She was my former attorney. The chief of police knows. I mean, so I'm known up and down Main Street in Klamath Falls, Oregon. And there's times when people know me, see me walking by because they've seen my stuff. In fact, one of the managers at Fred Meyer's today, because I always give copies, because I do hard copies too, one page every so often. And that's going into the museum. They're archiving my news articles into the museum here locally.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really,
He was telling me that, he said, well, do you have an extra copy? I said, sure. I said, you want me to give you another one? I said, no. He says, but I have a friend of mine that he lives in Tule Lake, where I started, and that's about 30 miles south of here. He says, but he always likes to get a copy. And I didn't ask
that is a great story, James. Keep us, see if we can get that mobile set up. We've got about 8 minutes left. Domenica's, never had this much free time between the kids, and her and being able to, go to sleep. So try to get hooked up on the mobile there, James. And yes, we did. We set off Alexa. Hi, Alexa. Thanks for joining us. Let's.
And I didn't mean to overwhelm your program. I just woke up from a nap.
Alexa, stop. There we go. Okay, that's a show for another night. But let's have a song from Chris. I think that would be absolutely fantastic.
Okay. Hi. So this one is more upbeat one about getting like to well, first of all, I went on in 2019. I did this tour. I did all 50 states in about 6 months, driving myself around. And somewhere in Arizona, I ran out of gas, and I was on the side of the road for 4.5 hours, and the guy who finally showed up was like, "Oh, do you come here often?" And I was like, "Dude, that might have been cute like 4 hours ago." Yes, I come here all the time to the side of the freeway, like, vroom, vroom, like, yeah, it's so pleasant. I love it. No, but it inspired a song called 20 Miles to Empty, and which I wrote with Angie Kielhauer. She's an awesome country artist. And I am actually putting out, and it's on my album, The Skies We Look To, that came out at the end of April, but I am putting out an extended version of the album on July 23rd. This version, called the summer version, is coming out this Friday, the 16th. It'll also be on the extended version of the whole album. It'll also include a new, brand new song that no one's ever heard. And yeah, so my shameless self-promotion. July 23rd,
Self-promote.
Yes, I have a Hotel
Always.
Cafe show, my first show back like at a venue with an audience. You can also still watch online. You can get tickets. It is also my birthday. My identical twin sister will be singing with me. It's her birthday too. What do you know? And
I forgot that.
And the extended version of my album's coming out. So please come, whether you are watching online or in person. I hope you can come in person because I want to hear you singing back to me because I miss that shit. All right, this song's called 20 Miles to Empty. 20 miles to empty and I got 15 miles to go. Afraid I'm going nowhere down this one-way road. My wheels keep on spinning cause my soul keeps on singing these words, even when it hurts. Static on the radio is a harsh and lonely sound. I've come too far to give it up and turn back now. I was born to gamble, the question and the ramble. I don't have much, but I've got. I don't have much, but I've got soul. Even when it feels like my whole train is off the tracks, I know my heart's been stolen and I might not get it back. I'll always have a song to sing and stubborn will to get me through the night. Get me through the night. Da, 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 da. Sunset through the windshield, well, it almost makes me blind. Reminds me of this feeling that I'm running out of time. With all the world of glitter, even when it's tasting bitter, I got more to show. They took everything I have, but they can't take this from me. Best things in a lifetime don't take cash, but they're not free. I can feel it coming. No, I'm fighting, I'm not running. I don't have much, but I've got soul. I don't have much, but I've got soul. Even when it feels like my whole train is off the tracks, I know my heart's been stolen and I might not get it back. I'll always have a song to sing, stubborn will to get me through the night. Get me through the night. Da 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 da. Well, even when it feels like my whole train is off the tracks, I know my heart's been stolen and I might not get it back. I'll always have a song to sing, stubborn will to get me through the night. Get me through the night. Da, 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 da. It's 20 20 miles empty and I got 50 miles to go. But I know somehow I'm gonna make it home. And those links are in my socials at Chris Angeles on Instagram and Twitter. The link in my bio, you can find pre-order the album and get your tickets to the show.
Awesome, Chris. Really cool.
Thanks.
Very, very,
Beautiful.
very cool. I think. Oh, James stepped away. I think James is saying that he is on his channel. So everybody out there, let me let's pull him up. Yeah, it's at James Garland. So just go to at James Garland here on Happs, and you can jump into his broadcast, which is going live now. And wow, everybody. I don't know. Like, I think I have a pretty good panel here. Sometime we might all want to get together. I know we're all pretty busy, but I think we should get together again sometime and dig into these things a little more. I think David, you're just, your desire to know this, which is not stopped, since at least Cheers, and all of these different ideas around it that you have. It's fantastic. And Dominica bringing the neuroscience in, and Chris,
I love learning about that. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I think that's an area that we could even, dig into a little bit more as well too, and that would be fun. And we do have Ian. We do have a neuroscientist at Happs too. So we should definitely talk about picking this up again. And just wow, I think this is now the second time you've been on with me, and hopefully we'll be doing more stuff with Become. That's if you want to type that in there, Dominica, Become's website, w.becomecenter.org. And just so thrilled to have you here with us, and so excited about the possibilities of the work you're doing being here on the platform. And Chris Angeles, man, like I said, I manifested that trip to LA, and part of it was that I wanted to be able to be there for your birthday, but it got me there a couple of weeks early. But you never know, could get a ticket in the mail tomorrow. We'll keep our hopes up. So
Chris, really great to meet you as well, Chris.
Yeah, beautiful talent.
Oh, you muted again. I got you.
Thank you.
Wow, everybody's doing it but me tonight.
Sorry, thank you so much. I'm so honored to be part of this panel, and it's so great to meet you too, both of you.
Well, that was fantastic. And yeah, David, Chris, I think maybe you did, and Dominica, but you want to do a couple quick parting thoughts? And just thanks, everybody. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Pablo, and everybody out there watching tonight.
Dominica?
Yeah, I just want to say, David, so good to meet you. Chris, great to be here with you, experience you, your talent.
You too.
And Rev, of course, I don't need to say any words to convey how much you mean to me. But I guess my parting thoughts would be get a healthy, healing, holistic ritual in your life.
Love that. Great message. My parting thoughts is just, again, Rev, Chris, Dominica, what a pleasure. Thank you, Rev, for having me and introducing me to these two wonderful people. And we are so thrilled that people are using Happs and enjoying it. And we're always interested in suggestions about how we can make it better. And you know how to get a hold of me.
Yay.
Yeah. And everybody, your ideas, give them to the folks at Happs. There's different ways to do it. Reporting, you can email Peter. You just hit me with a DM on Instagram, and I'll talk to you about it too, and we can bring it to the folks there. They will, they'll respond. It's not, like YouTube where you're like, this is, would be a good idea, and they're like, yeah, whatever. These guys will do it. It's a great platform. Again, everybody at Happs, thank you so very much, everybody watching. This was great. Live streaming, just live streaming, folks, it's got billions of dollars to come through it. So get on here, get on this platform, get your foothold in live streaming, because this is the wild, wild west of live streaming. Make a home for yourself on Happs. It is a great place. Thanks, everybody. We will see you guys soon. And that was a blast. And really, really enjoyed it. We will see you all soon. Thanks for the Happs takeover, because I don't get to push the ending button. So I don't know what to do here, Peter, but peace be with you and namaste.
We'll let Peter do that.
Yep.